the LAPD responds.
But be careful out there.
Working as a team to protect and to serve.
Whoever's got a gun, leave us alone! Or I should just let her go. We have a critical missing.
I lost my puppy.
To fight crime and to keep our streets safe.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Inside the LAPD. I'm Mary Grady, Public Information Director for the Los Angeles Police Department. Welcome to Topanga. Opened in January of 2009, this is the city's 21st area police station. It is home to more than 250 men and women, both sworn and civilian, who are eager to protect and to serve. And they're led by a captain who is very proud of his new station. Captain John Sherman.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
Hi.
Welcome to Topanga.
Thank you. It doesn't look like a police station from the street.
Yeah, it's a big, beautiful building with a lot of glass.
With a lot of glass, and I think that's what makes it feel so different. So, how about a tour of this beautiful facility?
Show you around.
Okay.
We're here at the front. You just came in from the beautiful front of the building. I want to take you into the community room.
Okay.
You are?
Yeah.
Come on in.
So this is the community room. Wow.
Yeah, our first generation police stations really didn't have community rooms. It started with North Hollywood, I think in the late 90s, and now all the police stations have a community room, and this is an outstanding gathering point. It can seat 80 or 100 people or so in here. We have our neighborhood watch meetings in here. We have our community police advisory board meetings. Any of our other groups or gatherings that we have that are police related meet in here. We've got a big patio out here.
That's nice.
We haven't had a summer yet because we've only been open a couple months, but we'll have probably have barbecues out there and all sorts of different types of gathering. This building, one of the things we have in it, and we start in the community room, but all this technology. We have the Smart Symposium, and which is a technology that allows us to, we have a screen that comes down, an overhead projector, televisions. We can do DVD, VHS, computer, PC. We can do all crime stats. We can do Google Earth. If we're going to do a search warrant, we can look at houses and that sort of stuff. So it's a lot of technology in this building that we haven't had in other police stations.
And the whole idea of actually having a room for the community to meet, what a concept.
Yeah, it's great.
It is, and people must walk in and just say, wow, this is for us?
Yeah, this whole building is like that. They come in and say, look at this place. Really, really done a good job here, the planners and designers for this.
So this must be the lobby.
Yeah, this is our lobby, and it's obviously a real big, open, airy lobby. One of the benefits of this lobby, which is different than many police stations, is both the patrol front desk, where the patrol officers have the initial intake of people that come in, is the same lobby for detectives. And we'll take you back in detectives in a little bit, but the people that need police service can come and wait in just one general waiting room. I do want to show you about some of our artwork here, but it says Topanga, a place above. The name Topanga is, and how we came up with this name was through a community contest. We went out and sought a lot of ideas from the community and came up with about 600 names, 580 some odd names. Councilman Zine, Councilman Smith, and then the three captains for this area were on a committee, and we picked the name Topanga to name this police station. For a lot of different reasons, but one is it's synonymous with the West San Fernando Valley. Topanga Canyon Boulevard, people know when you say Topanga, we're out here in the West San Fernando Valley. But the other reason that it was one of our favorites is it's a Native American name, it's an Indian name, the Gabrielino tribe of the Tongva Indians. That's where the word Topanga came from, and it means a place above. And
okay. Well, that makes sense then.
What we did when I decided to go with this name was we were going to use that as a kind of a motto and a morale builder for the officers here, that we're going to try and make Topanga a place above, a real high quality place our acronym for Topanga in the department parlance is TOP, T-O-P.
Right.
So that is a theme that we've used from day one, that we're going to provide better service and we're going to be a place above here at Topanga. So we're very proud of this place and the history of Topanga, because the Native Americans have been around this area for thousands and thousands of years. So,
It all makes sense.
yeah, it's nice.
So this is the detectives
Yeah, I'll
area.
take you into detectives.
Okay.
So come on back here into the detective squad room. That personal responsibility and daily excellence, you see up there, that's Lieutenant Tom Zach. He's our detective commanding officer, and that's his motto, and that's we put a lot of personal touches into this building. This is the detective squad room, and our Lieutenant Tom Zach, he's the detective commanding officer. A lot of our support staff here, Lenier, she was on the decorations committee. A lot of different people were involved in making this what it is and getting the maps up on the wall. A lot of the decorations you've seen up in the hallways. A little later, I'll take you down and show you some of the interview rooms that we have for child victims and traumatized victims, and show a little different perspective of how we do interviews with certain victims. But one of the big pluses with this squad room is the lighting and the openness of it. I don't know if you're familiar with the circa 1973-74 police stations.
Right. No
Hollywood,
windows.
Devonshire, Southeast.
Big rooms and walls.
Brick buildings with 3 doors. That's all they are. No windows, no anything. And now you have a police station like this. We saw the community room, and then you see these windows. These detectives are working. They can look out the window and see the hills out there. And actually, they're green now since it's springtime. A few weeks ago, one of those cold storms, those hills were covered with snow. So everybody got pictures of the snow-covered mountains. So it's a nice, warm environment to work in. We have the lowered cubicles, so you can see beyond you and kind of talk to each other and hear people talking about cases and so on, in case there's crimes that cross over the different tables. And
tables meaning these are the different types of crimes
right.
we're
This
investigating.
is the detective squad room, and after the patrol officers take the reports, what happens is the reports come back here, and if it's a robbery, it'll go to the robbery specialist. If it's involving juveniles, it'll go to the juvenile table. If it's obviously if it's a murder, it'll go to the homicide table. If it's a car burglary or an auto theft, it goes to the auto table, and so on. So every crime goes to a specialist. We have our major assault crimes unit at the far end of the squad room. They handle all the domestic violence crimes. They handle all the sexual assaults and those sorts of crimes, and it takes a more seasoned detective to handle those sorts of things.
And then you mentioned something about the interview rooms for those particular kinds of victims. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll go down here.
Okay.
I'll show you that. I want to show you one of our garden variety interview rooms.
Okay.
Is a room like this. It's acoustic. It has a desk and chairs, so a detective or two can go in there, sit down and interview a suspect or a witness and get information related to the crime and talk to them. It's kind of an appropriate, kind of a sterile environment to get to the facts.
But compared to most interview rooms in most of the stations, it's much nicer.
Yeah, the fact that they're all acoustic now is a big benefit, because they haven't been in the past, and there's a lot of advantage to them.
Okay.
I want to show you now, Mary, I want to show you one of our interview rooms. I just showed you the more sterile environment,
right.
And I also talked earlier about the support we get from the community. Well, the San Fernando Valley Bar Association donated money and helped us outfit a room here for sexual assault victims. And we have a room here that's a much different environment, much more relaxed, and can put victims and witnesses at ease as they're being interviewed by detectives after a traumatic incident of some sort, whether it be a sexual assault or a domestic violence victim or somebody that has been traumatized. We can get them into maybe a less threatening, a more comfortable environment that might make them a little more at ease to talk to the police officers and so on.
That's extremely unusual. Is this where you would bring children, or do you have a separate room for that?
We have another room for children, and just whatever we need to if we can take a little edge off for the victims or the witnesses or the people who have been traumatized. So it's a good tool for the detectives have to try to put people at ease a little bit.
Okay. Now you said the children's room is...
There's a children's room right around the corner.
Wow.
kind of put them at ease a little bit.
This is amazing.
It is. This room was